Good morning, you're in FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning my guest is Sam Roberts, the owner of Roberts Fine Floors in Houston, Texas. Sam, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
We're down here at the Mohawk Road Show in Dallas, which is just a few miles up the road from you. Tell us real quick, Roberts Fine Floors, how many stores do you have?
We have 10 stores.
10 stores. And I know you've been, the last several years, you've done a really good job of buying some retail stores like Circuit City.
Well, that was 10 years ago.
Okay.
We bought a Circuit City building and we completely redid the building, tore the tower down. That's a complicated explanation. Yeah. But yes, we bought a Circuit City and rebuilt it and put Roberts carpet in it and two other tenants.
And how was your year last year?
You know, we had a lousy year last year. Basically, the second quarter was terrible. The rest of the year wasn't really bad, but we didn't make up for the really bad second quarter in the balance of the year. So we did not have a great year.
And I don't think it's because of the way you run your operation. It's probably just because of Houston and the price of oil, right?
Well, we can make excuses for our inadequacies, but I would say that, first of all, we're an energy-centric city, and people forget that oil went all the way down to $20 a barrel and spent much of the year 40 or under, and that is just terrible blight on the Houston economy. And on top of that, we're in Harris County, which is one of the counties that was most affected by COVID, and so there were some relatively draconian rules instituted that definitely affected our store traffic. So I'm complaining, and I don't mean to whine. We're absolutely fine. We're an old business, and everything's good, but it was certainly not a good year.
You're also the former president of the NFA. I know you're a snow skier as well, and you have a place in Vail, and the whole organization is going to be in your backyard in March, right?
Yeah. I was walking along the path along Eagle River in the summer, and there's this Grand Hyatt that they just spent $1 gajillion remodeling, and it just seemed to me it would be a perfect place for an NFA meeting. So I went over there and took a look and called Lisa and said, hey, you need to come look at this. And every other spring, generally, we have a spring and fall meeting. Every other spring, we ski. So I thought it would be a wonderful place to have the meeting. And this coming March, the 21st through the 25th, there'll be an NFA meeting there. It's going to be great.
So we're going to blame you for this?
Oh, yeah. I'm at least significantly responsible.
So you have been here all morning. I know they've been showing you everything new, and I know you like to sell Karastan because you're a Karastan dealer, right?
Oh, yeah. Karastan is our single largest volume carpet line.
Yeah. I mean, your Roberts Fine Floors, you got to have Karastan.
That's exact. Karastan, Maslin, Fabrica, et al. But yes, Karastan's bigger than any of the others for us.
Now, tell us a couple of things that you saw that were interesting.
Well, I think the big thing in carpet always is these ongoing advances in technology. And what they do more than anything else is they provide the opportunity for the design teams to create really beautiful things. Carpet gets more and more beautiful all the time. And it's a variety of things. It's dyeing technologies, it's tufting technologies, it's the equipment that they now have. And the products keep moving forward in terms of their overall beauty. I have an appreciation for that.
Well, and Color Max is a brand that they're rolling out, right?
They're doing a lot of things. They're blending triexta with nylons in order to get, dye variations in the products that are particularly attractive. Stainmaster used to do these cationic dyed items, but now there's all of these other opportunities that have presented themselves, and these guys are working hard at maximizing it, and they're on the road to something special.
Do they have the right price points for your consumer?
Yeah, we're better goods folks, so I'm really not looking for inexpensive things. I'm just looking for things that are good values, and value can be found at every price point. So I think the value proposition that they offer is good, and I think that's true with the wool products as well.
Did you see anything on the hard surface that attracted you?
Karastan came out with a pretty nice line of engineered, pre-finished hardwoods, thick-faced, dry-sawn faces, good constructions that were relatively pricey. They've added a new line, still maintaining that 3-millimeter dry-sawn face, still wide width, long length, still white oak, nicely finished, but at a lower price point. And I think that's going to really help round out what they're doing.
Are you aware that they're introducing more products this year than they ever have in the history of Mohawk?
Well, they say so.
The question is, do you think the dealer's going to pick up a lot of what they're introducing?
Yeah, I think last year was such a difficult year for many. And the ability to interact with your vendors, the ability to interact with other dealers congenially. Those contacts have been diminished very significantly in the past year, and I think everybody is looking forward to being more active in their interaction with their vendors and other people in the industry. And I think that the willingness to embrace new product is going to be out there for most.
You think you're going to have a better year in 21?
Yeah, I've never been more sure that I'm going to have a better year in 21.
Sam, it's great to catch up with you again. Been talking to Sam Roberts of Roberts Fine Floors in Houston, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.